So one thing I forgot to mention today was I saw a snow shovel gang stalker today again. They're just always, like, I'll walk by it, like, they'll either, like, push the snow off the sidewalk next to me, or they'll just, like, make a noise, make it, like, really loud right as I walk by them. So today, I walk by this guy and he just, like, shovels the snow really loud right next to me, and then he's, like, banging it on the sidewalk as I go across the crosswalk or whatever. Like, they'll just bang it on the sidewalk when I walk up to an intersection or something. And then, like, there's one guy that I always see in the orange coat. He just, like, pushed it off of the sidewalk next to me one day when I was recording. And he's done that a few times. I saw it because it snowed yesterday. So I haven't seen the snow shovel stalkers in a while, but every time I snow, I see him. Every time it snows, I see him, The helicopter just flew over earlier. I don't know if it was stalking me, but it wasn't right over my head, but it was, like, right next to me. Like, it flew over, like, my apartment building, basically, but, like, not over me, so I don't know if it was a stalker or not, but maybe. They just recently came out with this AI create video generator, where you just literally just type something in and it generates a AI video that looks photorealistic. Like, it actually looks real. Like, there's some videos where it's like there's like little things where you can kind of tell that it might be AI or whatever, or it might be like there's something off with the image, but, like, it's pretty realistic though. Like, really, it's freaky. It's kind of cool in a way. Like, I've played around with, like, the photo generator, and that's pretty freaky too. You can make, like, artwork and like photos that it looks like a real photo, but, like, it's just some weird otherworldly shit that, like, it's like photos from another dimension or something. It's like, it's weird. But this thing that they came out with recently, like, you can just literally just type in, like, they just type in a dog vlogging on the beach or something like that. Like, that's literally all they typed in. It's just, like, one sentence. It's just like a dog vlogging on the beach, and then there's literally a video of a dog sitting on the beach on a towel on the beach, holding a selfie stick with a camera and, like, sunglasses on or whatever. And it's like, it looks like a real video. It's freaky. there's this one, like, they typed in, like, California during the gold rush or something like that. Like, that's all they typed in. And then it's just like, it's like a scene out of a movie, literally. Like, it's just like a drone shot of, like, flying over a Wild West, like, town with, like, a bunch of people riding around on horses. And it looks like an actual shot out of a movie. Just go look up OpenAI. I forget what it's called. OpenAI video. Just look that up. You should be able to find it. Like, pretty soon they're gonna be making, like, whole movies with AI, just like, you just, you just give it a script, and then it'll just make a whole movie for you. The AI music is crazy, too. Like, you just plug in, like, you just record a bunch of, like, there's all these channels where they'll just make, like, a whole, like, Beatles album or a whole, like, pick a band, whatever. Like, this one guy, he, like, made a whole Beatles album of, like, AI generated Beatles songs. He just, like, records their whole discography and then just, like, has it generate songs that don't exist, but it sounds like the Beatles. Or you can have the Beatles singing the SpongeBob theme song, like, plug in the lyrics for the SpongeBob theme song, and the Beatles will be singing the SpongeBob theme song in a different in, like, a different type of song, like a Beatles song, but, like, with the SpongeBob lyrics. So, like, pretty soon you're gonna be able to see you can just type in Dumb and Dumber in the style of Quentin Tarantino, and it'll generate a movie that looks like that. Spooky. It's, like, kind of cool, but kind of scary at the same time. Yeah, I've been seeing those snow shovel bots all winter, and then the other day when I was recording, I saw a leaf blower bot. And he just like kept turning his leaf blower on and off. And then he turned it on right when I walked by him. The video I recorded like 2 days ago. And then one day when I wasn't recording, I was walking across the street and this guy was like starting up a chainsaw. And then he's just like chainsawing shit synced as I walk up the street at like corners of houses and stuff. He just keeps revving up his chainsaw synced. And then in the summertime, there's just always lawnmower and weed whacker sync heads. And then I've seen a couple of snowblower sync heads this winter, but I saw more of them last winter, I think. And then like all the snow plows are always syncing up, like whether it's a truck or a construction vehicle with a snow plow or whatever. It's like every time I see a snow plow, they're synced up. Anytime I hear like any type of construction noise or construction, like they just started up this machine the other day as I crossed the street, like right when I came outside, the first street I crossed, right when I get across, they're just like turning on some loud construction machine, I don't know what it was. It's just like nail guns or hammering or like saws or any type of sound like that, drills. Like anytime I hear it, it's a gang stalker. And like they'll be like working on a house. Like there's this house that I would walk by on my way to work at my last job. And like a bunch of times when I walked by it, this was happening where like it would be quiet as I'm walking up the street, and then right as I walk by the house, they start hammering. They're like working on the house. And right as I walk by the house, they start hammering, and then like after that, like up the street until like the next intersection or whatever, they just keep hammering at synced moments at like corners of the curb or alleys or the corners of the house or whatever. So it's like quiet as I'm walking up the street, and then right when I walk by the house, they start up, and then they keep going like until I get to the intersection, and then they stop again, and then they start again when they get across the street maybe or whatever. It's like they can't start working on the house until I walk by. Like that house would never get built if I didn't walk by there every day. Because they can't start hammering until I walk by it. So people need to start paying me, because like I'd be like boosting people's business. Like I just walk into a business and there'll be a bunch of people in there, a bunch of customers in there all of a sudden, giving them business. You know, like I'm building houses, I'm giving people business. Like people need to start paying me. I'm giving people gift cards. Come on, guys. Like just imagine if you're a business owner and like you don't get a lot of customers, and then I go in there And I just sit in there every day. And I just sit there. You're gonna have a lot more customers all of a sudden. So, just saying, like, just think about it, because you could just pay me to do that, and you'd make a ton of money. Like when I worked at Domino's, it was like, I don't know about the busy days because there was a lot of people, but like on the slower days, every customer pretty much was a gang stalker, or like a lot of them. I don't know about the busier days, but those other days though, they got a red shirt, they got camo, or they're pulling up synced up, or they're doing some synced up thing. Oh, and then the video that I made a bunch of shorts of it and put it on my other channel yesterday. It's the Instagram video. On that live stream, and like right at the start of it, which is one of the shorts, like right when I came out the door, there was a school bus, and then throughout that whole live stream, there was a bunch of school buses synced up. Like, okay, not the whole live stream, but like throughout the live stream, there was like at least 3 of them. I think more than that. And they were all synced up. And every time I see school buses, they're synced up, on or off camera. And like anytime I see like any type of bus, really, it's synced up. And just is. It just is that anytime I see a bus of any type, it's synced up. Just is. There's an engine sound right when I look out my window this time. I didn't see anything last time. I think I see them, but I heard an engine sound right when I opened my window. Oh, here's a Domino's car and it's sinking with a white car. There they are. I see them. And then there's a white SUV creeping around the corner. And then there's another engine sound, I think. Sounded like it. They just make all these like quiet engine sounds. Far away, I mean. They'll either be far away or like right around the corner or like right outside my window. They do all of it and everything in between. They'll make a truck beep. Like I've heard of trucks beeping sync that are like really far away where it's like barely audible. But I know it's a sync head because it keeps doing it. They just do all types of weird ass weirdo shit. You know, a bunch of fucking creep weirdos. Honk a train horn at me every goddamn gang stalking day. Sometimes also really subtle and far away. Like especially if it's like early in the morning or whatever, and it's just quiet. Completely quiet. Supposed to be honking the train horn like really far away, like quiet. And then maybe it'll get closer and louder. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just stop honking. Like it's a parked train somewhere honking for no reason. Except that I exist. All the way across town. I know it makes me sound like an egomaniac, but it just is the daily reality. It's not that I think that I'm special. It's they think that I'm special, clearly, because they honk train horns at me all the way across town. They do it on a consistent basis. So it's not me imagining it. If it keeps happening on a consistent basis, it's not mathematically possible for it to be a consistent, constant coincidence. It's not. But I already know this. You already know this. Anybody who trolls me already knows this. All the TIs already know this. We already know this. Everyone knows. My refrigerator's gang stalking me. But anyway, I don't know what else. I saw people gang stalk me with their children again today. I'm gonna see it again tomorrow, and for the rest of my life, I'm gonna see people gang stalking with their children. So that's just still really weird to me, but I guess I gotta get used to that. Because they're never gonna tell me why they do it or what's wrong with their heads. So that shit's really weird, but you just can't stop though.